Hi ladies, hi gents. I want to share a video with you today, and it might be in parts over a few videos because quite a few of you have asked me to do a tutorial on a lace book. Now, I don't normally do big project tutorials because I craft in little sections, like I might do half an hour one day, half an hour another, and then an hour here and there. I do work full time and I do still have 2 children at home, not to mention a husband, a dog and 2 cats. So I don't get big chunks of time to craft in one sitting. But I'm going to try because lots of you keep asking me, so I'm going to try it. But if you don't like long videos, it's probably best not to watch these because I'm not a fast crafter. I do potter around and take my time. So, you know, if you want to watch it, great. If you don't, you know, just go and watch something else because I take a long time. So this one I'm going to do, I'm not going to do images on this one because I haven't got any on fabric ready. I might do another one, another small doily book at another time with some small images just to show you how I do the images, but you know, no promises. In my beautiful doily stash I have lots of these oval doilies. Now I collect doilies, so I don't just buy the small craft size ones, you know. I do buy them into lots of different sizes, big ones, small ones, tablecloths, whatever, because I just love vintage linen. So I have quite a few of these oval shaped ones, and I've got 3 oval shaped crochet ones laid down here, and I'm going to just put them together with seam binding. Now I've never I'll zoom in a little bit on it and put glasses on first, that would help. I have never done a oval one, so this will be a first for me. So I'm just going to take a length of seam binding and show you what I do. And I just do this roughly, I really do, I don't really measure much. So I take one of these tiny safety pins and I just thread the seam binding onto it. And so this is my centre here. So I'm going to do that. So that's probably going to take me a few minutes to do. I'm going through, I've got three doilies laid here. So I'm just going to roughly, you can of course sew this if you've got a sewing machine. I do have one, but I need a new one, and it's on my list of things to do. And so I am just going to roughly do this. It takes a little bit of push to get through 3 doilies. The crochet on this is quite a tight weave, it's not a loose, some of them is a looser weave, and you can, come on, I don't want to have to use a needle. Nope, let me take it back. See if I can wiggle it through. I think I've caught a thread or something. One sec, while I take it out. I told you this wouldn't be quick. Okay, let's try again. See if I can get it. Oh, my pin's come undone, that's what it is. Okay. I'll have to pin came undone. Right. Start again. Right. There we go. I'll try and aim for the bigger holes on this instead of the small ones. And I am going to go back down it so I can hopefully follow roughly the same holes, so it should be a bit easier when I go back down the way. If I've got the thread. How did that get in there? See, this is why I don't do tutorials. I'm going to have to take that back out. I would sing, but you know, I can't sing to save my life. I need a new pin. This one keeps opening. Let's see if I've got another one nearby. I do. Let me swap the pin because this one keeps opening, so maybe this one will do better. And I haven't got to the stage of looking at how to fast forward tutorials, you know, do the speed videos, so you don't have to watch all the slow bits, I'm afraid. So I should look up how to do it, I just haven't got round to it. It's another thing on my very long to-do list. I'm going to do this one bit at a time because I think pushing it through is what's holding me up. That's better. Still on track. Don't worry if you go slightly off centre, it really doesn't matter. It's crocheted doily, it'll stretch out. That is my tummy rumbling. I do apologise, I have not had my lunch yet. Through a bit more. Okay, right, and then I'm going to go back down roughly around the same spots I came up to, hopefully make it easier. Don't try and do two at once, Trish. You get stuck again. So it's just like sewing with a bit of seam binding. You can put it on a needle, but most of the time I just find this pin does just as well as a needle. So but of course, if you've got your sewing machine handy, just use that as well. Tweak something. Okay. Okay, nearly there. Thank you for being patient with me. A few more to go. I can't remember, did I say this is 3? Yeah, I think I did. 3 doilies set together. And I'm going to leave it there because I'm going to tie those together at the bottom and then just, you know, pull it out. So, and then there is the book. And let me take that pin off. I won't tie these just yet because I will decide later on. So there's the middle, you can see you can just push your doilies out. And there's it in half. Okay, so let's get on with the front cover. Okay, I actually want to add another doily to this, which I have here, which is one of these ones, which I just love the lace on it, so that's why I want to use this one. So that is going to go front and back. Like so. Actually, shall I tie that off? I'm just going to tie that off to hold it in place, and I'll decide whether I'm going to tie a bow or not there later. Okay, so I'm on these. I would normally use fabric glue, but obviously for the purpose of this tutorial I'm going to use hot glue, because obviously it saves a lot of time when doing a tutorial, because I don't have to hold the fabric glue and wait for it to dry, although a lot of them do dry quite quickly now. So I'm just going to line this up, make sure I've got it centre, and I'm just going to run a small piece of glue down here with my glue gun, and that also helps keep the seam binding in place on that edge. Okay, so I would, if you're sewing, obviously I would stitch around these edges if you're going to sew that on, you know, but it's up to you. So I'm just going to run a little bit of glue around those edges and close, adhere that on. But I've still got room to add feather lace here. Just make sure, yeah, I'm only putting a little bit of glue on, so hopefully it won't go through while I just do this. And the same this side, just on this edge here. I'm sitting at a really awkward position because Alfie is under my desk at my feet. But I'm going to do the same on the back quickly, just so that that's all in place. Okay. Right. And I tend to just check it opens okay, right, that does. Yeah. Okay, so going to do the front cover. Now if I am worried about the glue going through, what I tend to do is just pop something in there, which I'm going to use something, I don't know what, because that's the one thing I forgot to get something out to pop in there. I use a bit of, I'll just have to be careful, I haven't got anything to hand, so, okay. So, normally I would then add a lace round here, just to give it a bit of fullness, so, but first of all, I do want a little bit of dangle, so I'm going to grab a piece of dangle lace. This is quite a long one, so I just need, let me see, to there, because it's so long, but it's beautiful, so yeah, I'm going to cut it there. Now I'm going to show you me cutting the laces up and to size, because if I had thought about it in advance I would have cut everything ready, but I'll just use tiny spots of glue to do this. And if you need to lift anything up that you've already glued, you can heat it and it will make the glue soft again. So I need to put that back down over it, so you don't get enough on there. So I've just got a little bit of a dangle there. I probably will use more of this as I go through it. Okay, now I think I want another dangle on top of that. So I think this one, just to, yeah. And I buy most of my laces off AliExpress or eBay, and I just spend time looking for them. You know, I can look and not see any one week, and then look and see some the next week. You know, I just keep looking. If I see one I like, I add it to my cart, and then I just keep looking that way until I want to place an order. This glue strings are horrible, but at the end what I normally do is get my heat gun and get rid of the glue strings. Okay. So that's that. Now I want a little bit of fullness around here, so I think I'm going to add a lace in there. Now this is normally my go-to lace for edging, because it shapes well, it naturally flows quite well, so you can easily lay it in a curve. Yeah, I think I'll do that one. Okay, so I'm just going to pop that on. And that just gives it a bit of fullness, if you want fullness. If you don't, you don't have to. or you can, excuse me, you can add 2 or 3. I could probably get away with adding another one under there, but I'll have a look in a moment. Need to check my page underneath to make sure that nothing is sticking underneath. When I stop this section and come back with another one, I'll find something so that I can show you. Okay, I think I can add another layer under that, and I would, let me add another layer first and then I'm going to use the same one just because it's easier. I don't want to have to keep going off and finding too much stuff, because we'll be here forever. We're going to be here forever anyway, but even more so. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop it down lower so that it just sticks out a bit more. Gives it a little bit more fullness, hopefully. And it does hold the laces underneath in place as well. Okay. I'm hoping to do a couple of pages so before I have to stop. The thing is, when I'm recording, it doesn't tell me the time on screen, so I don't know how long the video is. I just keep going. And all my scraps I do keep. I do have a box for scraps. They do get used as little flower fillers and stuff as I go along. Okay, right, so I like that, it's just peeping out. I want something here, a little bit more of a something. Let me see. Maybe a piece of this. It's too thin for what I'm thinking. Oh, perfect. That'll do. Okay, so I want to put something there, so I am going to do this. So I want that to go there. Where I put my scissors for a minute. Just cut these in bits off, and I'll do as little embellishments. See, I've just cut these off, but they're great little embellishments, so I'll just pop those there. That's it. I think I'm going to round that off a bit, like that. Okay, I think I'm there. So I'm just going to, that's it. That way. So just going to pop that on there. Okay. Right. I'm going to get bits of glue everywhere now. Okay, so I mostly always put a flower or something on my front page. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm just looking to see if I've got a nice bit of applique that can go with it. Perfect. Like that. Okay, so yep, so I'm going to go ahead and pop a glue stick in. So I can put that down. I'm not going to glue this bit down yet because I might want to tuck something underneath there, so I'm just going to leave that for a moment. Okay, so I want some, oh, let me just check underneath. Yeah, that's fine. Leaves, oh, I forgot. Okay. Can find the end of it. I just grabbed a bunch of laces and put them on my desk. So a leaf like that, maybe a couple of I love the laces that you can chop up and use little bits and pieces. It saves so much money because you're not using big lengths of lace on every project. You've got, you know, it lasts a long time. And this has little tiny flowers in it that are great for flower centres. I know some people that when they speed up their videos they do a voiceover on it. That's another thing I need to look up, because the other problem I have is that behind me is actually the front room, so if anybody in the family wants to come down and watch TV, they're sat right behind me, so I can't be recording when they're all at home because the front room is behind me. So I'm just cutting a section of lace off this. Sorry, I know this, well, I don't know if, I know some people find this a bit boring, but some people who maybe haven't cut up laces into appliques might not. Right, that's how I think I want those, but then I'm going to build up a flower, so, gosh, my tummy's wrong. Do I want a piece of that? Maybe. I might stop after the front page because I have no idea how long this is taking, so I'm guessing it's long. Just chopping off all these little bits, tidying them up. You can see why I make a lot of mess, can't you? Okay, that. Would look good there, I think. Doily. Okay, I think that's perfect, I think. I just lay it down before I'm just going to cut the centre of this out. It's got a lovely rolled crochet flower, which is a perfect embellishment by itself. So I just lay this down just before I would glue it, just to check how it looks. I want those pearls showing. I think I'm going to have to move this down a bit because I'm losing the leaves. I really hope you can't hear my tummy grumbling. I think more like that. And that. Okay. Oh. then I just lay a few down and layer them up till I'm happy with it. So that's quite cute, and I could use that as the centre, probably, yes. And put that over there, but I do want to add, I think, a spray there. So I just cut a section of the spray off. And this is a wired spray. I just want to see what that looks like coming out of there. Oh yes, I can move that around. Yes, I think. So then I would lift this off and just put it to the side while I start attaching these down. So this one, hear my daughter in the kitchen. Look up. Right. This one I know I want there. Do you know what? I haven't got any dangles in that. I will get one. This one I'm just not quite sure how that's sitting. I'm actually going to glue this down now because I know the flower's going to sort of cover that a bit. Like that. Okay. I want a dangle behind there. This one I keep to do flowers and butterflies because you can cut the shapes out of this one. So I kind of want that there, then with this hanging over it. Yeah. Turn my flower upside down, and then, right, so I want those leaves showing and I want the pearls showing. Now because I've cut the centre out of this, I will just pop a few little dots because the next one above it will push this one down. So I just literally a few little dots on that one. Okay, so I can hear my dog making something to eat. I'm thinking, I wonder if she's making me some. Okay, so then my flower's building up. What's the bit and she isn't? No, she's gone back upstairs. Okay, right. And this flower's not two-dimensional, so now am I going to put a centre in this? Let's see. And the centres that I'm looking at here this is one of the ones from Wild Orchid Crafts. They come in a mixed bag of colours. Am I going to do that? I think so. So I'm going to just pop a little bit of glue on that first. I do like to use a stronger glue on these because I know I'm using hot glue now, but I do like to use a stronger glue on these because they can pop off if you use hot glue. Sometimes, it depends. Okay, tell me rumbling, I really hope you can't. Okay, now I want to pop my spray in here. I'm probably going to cut these down. One just peeping out there. It's hubby sending me a message. And then I might cut that down just another little bit. That's it. And do one down here. Or do I want? You know, I might do both of those. So these are just like little glass pearls, and because they're quite heavy ones, they actually hang quite well. So before I do this bit, I'm going to pop a few of these in. Actually, I could probably get in there. And then put that on top. Like that. Hold that there for a moment. My tea's gone cold, so that probably means I've been a long time doing this. Right, now as you can see, this still lifts up, as does this. So then what I do, now that I'm happy with that, I will pop a few bits of glue in here. Just to hold that down there. Now that I'm happy with that. Oh, see? That's why I don't use this. I am going to use my fabric glue, which is... Actually, I've got an Eater's glue there. I will get it. Alfie, sorry. And a little brush, because I just don't find that hot glue is good enough for these. So I just take it and pop a little bit of glue on it, like so. And whilst I go in and get something to eat in a minute, that will set. Now I just want something here to finish it off. Now I can either put an applique, which applique, oh, what about one of these? Let's try this. I've got a basket next to me with some laces that I grabbed. So, yeah, I think I'm going to put one of these on there. Excuse me. Like that, and then it can hang over a little bit. Just gonna pop that down before I and then so what I'm going to do here, because this is still loose, now I'm not going to add anything more there, I'm just going to put a few dots. Push that down. And where else? So I do, just when I finish, I do go round and just see if there's anything that, little bits that just need a little tiny pop of glue. So that bit's down, and then, as I don't know what I'm doing this side yet, I'm not going to do this just now. So that's fine, it hasn't come through. I'm thinking, excuse me, I want a butterfly on there. I thought I had pulled a butterfly trim out. I'm sure I did. I did. So I have this trim, and again I'm just cutting out the applique. I think I want it there, but I want to see if it needs a tail. It might not. No, I don't think so. But could it do with a bit of embellishment on the wings? I don't think so. I think that will be fine like that. Yeah, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to lift up my flowers there and pop it in so that it's just flying out from behind the flower. And then I'm just going to put a little bit of glue in there just to hold that in place. Okay, I think that's my front cover. This one has quite a big, does it need a, these are earrings that I use for flower centres, and I just found these on AliExpress as well. I'm just wondering whether that needs a, let me just cut the post off it. And just pop it on there and see. I got another. I'm going to think about that one. I might add another flower to that, but I'm going to take a break, get a cup of tea, and have something to eat. And then I will come back and do another page, and well, I'll just keep going. Okay, thank you for watching. I will clear my space and we will do another page and see how it goes. Okay, bye for now.